And we're going to repeat that for the other leg, for the other side. Okay, one more back leg. Do the same thing, match it up. Make sure it's the same size. Okay. You always want to give that balloon a nice squeeze. That helps keep it soft. Working with 350 is a lot different than 260s. I love my 260s, but I love the size that the 350s give us. They are very nice. All right, so we're going to match that up. Bring it in underneath that pinch twist. Go ahead and get rid of the rest. And now we got to figure out how to get these legs together with our dog. Because they can't just sit out there. And I don't like to use glue or tape or things like that. So I learned this trick from Nifty 50 Balloons. Give a shout out to Nicole from there. And what an amazing idea. I don't know if she came up with it, but that's where I learned it, so I'm going to give her credit. So we take our full 260, not the one that was scrap, and we're going to inflate it. Oh, you're going to leave about a 4-finger tail. You don't really need all of that, but 4 or 5-finger tail. And we're going to take the knot and wrap it in to the pinch twist on the bottom of one of the back paws. Okay? And then we're going to take the balloon and come up like this, give it a good squeeze, about a 4-inch bubble, and you're going to make about a 1.5-inch pinch twist. And you're going to take the rest of the balloon and you're going to tuck it into that large pedal twist on the leg. And what this is creating is it's giving that rounded effect, which is making it look like it's sitting back on its haunches. Okay? Then we take this balloon and we're going to tuck it in between the gray and the white. We're going to just feed it through there. There we go. Okay, so that's our one leg. Then we take the next leg and we're going to stick this through here. Pull it all the way through. Okay? And we're going to give it a good squeeze and you're going to create a pinch twist. Again, about a 1 to 1.5 inch. Nice size. And then we're going to match that bubble on the other side, about a 4-inch bubble, and attach it to that bottom pinch twist of that back paw on the last one. Now you can do 2 things with this remainder. You can just get rid of it, or you can actually use, this is a nice size tail. I'm going to actually use this for my tail. Okay, so I'm going to cut it off. And I'm going to save it so I don't have to blow up another piece. Tie it off. Hopefully I don't let go of it. Let's try that again. There we go. Tie it off. Give it a nice bend so it gives a little character to our puppy dog. Okay? Take the knot and you're going to tie it right in there to that bottom pinch twist that we made. And I don't know about you, but I like a happy puppy, so I'm going to make that tail stick up so it can wag a little bit. Okay? Alright, we're almost done with our puppy dog. We have a few items left. Kind of, this head, you can almost make it like a dinosaur. I don't know, maybe. We'll see here. Alright, so we need some lower mouth. Get kind of big and get a little heavy here. We're going to make that lower mouth, and we're going to use that scrap that we had left over from our other gray. We're going to go ahead, tie it into that pinch twist in the back of the head. Bring it down underneath our nose. Give it a nice squeeze. Give it some shape, and you're making basically a pedal twist. run ears there. And we get rid of the rest. Oh, flying balloons, here we go. Alright. And just tuck in the rest there so nobody sees it. Alright, looking pretty good there. Okay. Alright, look at that. Okay, now we've got, let's see here, we've got to give ourselves the tongue, because every dog has a tongue sticking out. And I'm just going to use a little scrap of a red 160. You could probably do it with a 260 if you don't have 160s. Oh, don't you love that? But I find the 160 just fits a little bit better in there than the 260. I tried with the 260, it was a little tighter of a squeeze. This just made it a lot easier. So just make a very small pedal twist for our tongue. Lock in that knot. And take that, and you're going to wrap it in around the nose with a pinch twist. And then you're going to tuck it and separate that pedal twist you did on the bottom. And just kind of tuck it down in there in the mouth, snuggle in there. Yeah, there we go. He's got a ton of eyeballs this way. There we go. There's his head. Okay, now we got to do his ears, his nose, and his eyeballs, and then we are done. I'm going to go ahead and make our eyeballs first, and then I'm going to use the remainder of my black, since I have a full one here, for his ears. So I'm just going to make a tiny bit, a little air in there. You want to have a nice slack because you have a lot of balloon that you have to fit this through. You just bring it down pretty small, tie it off. See all that talcum powder? That's a fresh balloon. Okay, you just split it there and try to get it as even as possible. If you don't, it just adds character to your dog. It's gonna look a little more cartoony, but that's the type of balloons I do. I like cartoony balloons. Okay, so we got this here. And we're gonna cut it off. And you're going to pinch twist these two. So you're going to pull them and twist them. Alright. One of my clients said, which I never even thought about this before, said that this looks like black olives. She's like, I just want to eat those little eyeballs all the time whenever I see those black olives. I thought that was funny, and I always think about that. So now we're going to take the slack. Now, this is the hard part. You've got to stick this all the way through 1, 2, 3 segments of those balloons and drag that up and pops. And you have to grab that knot, hold it nice and tight, okay? And bring it up. I find it easier to attach it to the pinch twist on the top. If you would like, you can attach it to the bottom. That's fine. All right? But that works. Okay, we're going to add our ears, and then we're going to add our nose, and we are done. Okay, so I'm going to take the remainder of my 260 that I have in hand. Might look better with the full one, but that's okay. You can have a little bit shorter of ears. Inflate it all the way. Okay? And you're going to let some air out so that you have that end that you can tie it to. And I'm going to split it in half and make 2 large petals for the loops for his ears. Okay? And just tie that off. Okay. And you're going to find your halfway point by bringing it together. Grab it there, pull it down like that. There we go. You're going to take those ears and attach it to the pinch twist. Make sure that you switch places. Otherwise, they're likely to come undone. And then, of course, you definitely want to give some shape to those ears by squeezing it and shaping them down, okay? You always got to shape those. All right, there's one thing left, the nose, the most important thing. When I first made this balloon, I just put the nose in the middle and then I wrapped it in around that pinch twist on the bottom. But a friend of mine, Helen, she's so smart, she said, hey, why don't you try doing this? And so I'm gonna do this today with my puppy dog's nose, which I thought was really cool. I like to get it nice and shiny, so I pull the balloon down on that pump and then I slowly let out some air. Depends on however big you want it. I'm gonna make my nose that big today. And you pull out and get lots of slack, because what we're gonna do next is the little trick that Helen said to me. I thought was so smart. Take that balloon, tuck it into the nose, but then instead of wrapping the slack back into the pinch twist, take the slack and pull it up above and tuck it back in through the top. And that created a little more of a muzzle look there on our dog. I thought that was pretty cool how she came up with that. So there we go, everybody. There is our cartoon looking puppy dog. If you want to add a little collar, you can, whatever color you want. It's just a simple loop and a pinch twist. Also with the neck being where it's at, you can make the puppy sitting with his head looking straight up at his owner, or you can change it in different ways. So it's been a great hit. I've gotten a lot of requests for it ever since I've made it, and I'm pretty happy with it, and I hope that you enjoyed it. It's a nice large dog, and thanks for watching. Again, I'm Jenny from Happy Twistin' Designs, and I hope you guys have a great night.